Hi, it's Dynamite Critic. My voice sounds a little weird because I have a cold. And also, normally I will do an introduction, but I think that now I will just cut to the chase and address the ongoing racist cutscene controversy. So, I didn't really watch the most racist cutscene controversy, and the problem is that this racist cutscene that I was shown on a YouTube video I watched about the subject reminded me on racist videos that are very popular in China, especially Bilibili. I'm not saying that all Chinese do this, but come on. And in this type of video, Chinese people will go to African people and pay them to say things like I'm ignorant, I'm dirty, and I'm this and like that in Chinese. They will, in this kind of video, I heard are very popular in China. So this racist cutscene reminded me of that and really offended me. But I know today have made an apology or something like that, but this whole situation reminded me too much of those disgusting and racist videos that are popular in China. And I want to believe that not all Chinese agree with those videos. I've heard that those videos are very popular in China, where they would tell African people to say certain things in Chinese and act in a certain way. Um, and those kind of videos are said to be very popular, and it reminded me of that beautiful cutscene. And this, it reminded me of that due to the game being Chinese, so it hurt. And I know to dev apologize, but my problem is with China as a whole. It's no secret that China is racist as all hell, especially toward the African. But it really reminded me of that, and I will continue play the game because I want to believe that the dev will follow through on their promise to create a more inclusive environment. And I heard some player complain about other racist player doing racist thing, but I never had to deal with such player myself. Maybe because I'm not in the US but in Canada. Or, I mean, I'm on the America server. I don't know if they have other option, but I didn't really have to deal with such players, so I didn't really have to deal with those racist players that I've heard complain about. I didn't really have to deal with them because I don't interact with other players much. But yeah, I didn't really have to dealt with such player. My experience with other player was mostly positive. I have good neighbor and I like this game. I just hope that the dev will follow through on the promise to make the game more inclusive. And I know that player who, unlike me, experienced racism from racist player of the game, they say that they want the dev of the game to just remove those toxic asshole players. And I wish that they do too. I wish for the players that the dev would remove the toxic player of the game. But I wish that today would remove the racist player of the game. To the player who are victim of racism, that would mean that they actually followed through on the promise. But I kind of wish they would for those players at least, because I haven't experienced racism from those players. In my opinion, the whole situation that I'm obviously pissed and offended as a black African Canadian who got my Canadian citizenship last year. No, I mean longer than last year, recently. I mean, I kind of got my Canadian citizenship recently, maybe around the last years. So I'm kind of offended by that. But I really love the game because there is not much game like this on mobile. So yeah, I just wish that they will do better and never do things like this again and get rid of the racist players. So I just hope I will keep playing the game and hope they will follow through on their promise, because I really love the game. And if you feel betrayed because I wasn't more angry and engaged that I should have been, I'm sorry. It's just that the racist player situation, I haven't really experienced it. So it was me, Dynamite Critic, talking about the whole, the whole, the whole heartopia situation. So yeah, it was Dynamite Critic, the critic without filter and budget. So yeah, I will live there, and black players should create their own community to clash against racist players, like a gaming Black Panther, you would say. So yeah, Dynamite Critic, the critic without filter and budget. Have a nice day, and all my prayers and support to black players and black anime fans that experienced racism by white racist players and white racist anime fan. So yeah, Dynamite Critic, and also about the racist Chinese video I talked about. Fuck the people who make those videos, and fuck the people who share and like them. So yeah, Dynamite Critic, again, nothing against the Chinese, just against the racist one. I love Chinese food, and as an African, I have encountered Chinese in my childhood more than once in my home African country in the 2000s as a kid. So yeah, and I love martial art movie, Hong Kong movie style too. So yeah, I don't hate Chinese. I just hate racist Chinese. So yeah, Dynamite Critic, and I hate racist of all races. I'm not I'm not gonna discriminate someone for his race, just for his racist ideology and views. That's who I am. So yeah, Dynamite Critic, to critic without filter and without budget. If you like the video, leave a like and subscribe. And if you have things you have to stay respectful and healthy, or I'm gonna block you if it's possible. But yes, I will. So yeah, Dynamite Critic, I will say it again, Dynamite Critic, critic without filter and budget. If you like the video, leave a like, subscribe, or leave a comment if you have a thing to say. And stay respectful, please, or I will block you. See you.